Really, around my way, you hear gunshots half the times, and cops is always around my way.
Like the drug dealers, their business, they don't care about how it's affecting people's families, the kids, people growing up, the stores, the neighborhood, the profit of the area. Them kind of men is the men that I don't want to be.
So many crimes and drugs in the streets. Violence won't cease, only increase. Don't have proper role models. People out in the hood are lucky like the lotto. Look at someone wrong, it's a problem. No one in the world to solve them. Kids grow up in broken homes, so the streets be calling them like phones. Reporters show up for the bad, never for the good. Not a day ever passes without violence in the hood. Violence isn't good. We try to rise above our standards, but crime is in our blood. So, questions?
Today, I think it's the economy, frustration, as far as the youth, crime.
When people do things, they don't really think about everybody else around them. They might do something that will monopolize another business or bring problems to someone else around them and not care as long as they're getting paid out of it.
Like if the people in the neighborhood really thought about what they were doing to their people, maybe they stop, but I guess it's not true because they see what they're doing, but they don't stop. So
it's not right. That's all I say.
Sometimes it's scary to walk because you see bums on the street with knives and everything. You got people in cars with tinted windows driving past real slow, so you never know what's going on.
And nowadays, the young kids always talking about who riding, who's not. So if you don't ride, you get beat up even worse than what you would have if you would have helped fight. I had like the whole half of that school trying to jump me, trying to just run me out of the school. And
so, like, I see drug dealers and like I know them, like I know them. I've known them from when I was a little kid. I feel strongly about drug dealing. Like, I want it to end because it has affected my family.
Really, you gotta be careful because you don't want to step out the door one day and end up getting shot.
Growing up here, you get used to it. You can't do nothing but get used to it.
Is there anything you think you can do to solve the problem?
I mean, I'm only one child, but it takes a whole village to raise a child. So basically, it takes a whole community to fix something.
There's no way to really stop it. I think the only thing I could do is try to cope with it and try to not let it affect me.
I love Philadelphia. I came here when I was 4 years old. I could get around. I could walk around Philadelphia, especially North Philly, with my eyes closed. If it wasn't for my grandmother and the grandmothers before them, we wouldn't be as far as we can because we could get in the car and do things and stuff like that before. They went through so much, and they get built up. We're standing on their shoulders. So whoever comes behind me is standing on my shoulders. And I always tell young people, get a good education, think for yourself, and beware of who you be around with because people get you in trouble and walk off and leave you and you wind up in jail.
My last year of high school, I realized I need to get out of here. So I took like 2 classes, I took extra classes, and eventually I got out. Okay. And I felt so proud of myself that I announced it to the whole group. I'm getting emotional because it's making me feel some type of way talking about it because I'm really proud of myself for doing that. It took me a long time to realize that.
You should be. Take your time.
And it's cold out here.
It's very cold.
Yes, it is cold. It's cold out here. I mean, my emotions causing me tears, but there's wind blowing on my eyes too.
I never told this to no one, and if you show this interview to someone, I would like you to show it to your superiors, not people that's below you. The main obstacle in front of me right now is getting out of high school, and it just seems like it's so far away from me because I messed up so much and I just wish I could go back, but I can't. And things is moving real slow, and at this school, the teachers there can't really help you, so I won't be graduating until I'm like 19 or 20, and I'm gonna have a late pickup on my life when I should have did it early.
There's people that I knew, and like I never thought they would drop out of school. Like they was so smart.
Do you know the reason why half of them dropped out?
I mean, bad home. Man, you coming out of a bad home, like no money, living in a project or something like that. Either that or like you need money. So like, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and be in school, try to get yourself an education, or you going to try to get the money now to support your family? That's a lot of motive behind drug dealing. Just because you grew up around the hood, just because of that. That's not the only reason.
You know, like, when school's over, a lot of, like me and my friends, when school's over, we go to the parking lot, play football to get rid of some time because there's nothing to do right after school. If more programs like this is after school, everybody, not a lot of kids will get killed. It will be less violence in the city.
I want to like own something, like something for the youth, you know, something they could really look up to, keep their mind occupied on something positive, you know, instead of something negative. Like, all right,
before I would just be so dormant, I wouldn't be out there really. And now that y'all here and I joined this program, I feel as though like I could do a lot of things besides this. I'm seeing my potential. Y'all help me.
What do you want to be in the near future?
I want to do something with the media, or like writing, directing, producing, behind the scenes though. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know I can succeed. I already know that. I'm trying to pick the right friends to hang with more than hang with the bad people and get caught up in the wrong stuff.
If you come to me 15 or 20 years from now, I want to be a family man, role model. I want to be an entrepreneur, hopefully, and hopefully I would try to be as positive male as I can be, you know, far as you know, guiding other youth to the same direction I've been through, you know, success.
I think my career choice has changed a lot because the more you're exposed to different things in life, and the more you're trying to learn more, the more your varieties are going to change, and you don't know what you want to be after a while. But now, I decided on being a prominent astronomer for like the past year and a half.
What I do know is it's not going to take just us as a group, but a nation as a whole.
Not being successful is not doing anything at all. Letting your mind go to waste. You're not taking up in your education. You're not doing nothing for your life. You're not doing nothing for anybody else. And all you're doing is sitting there waiting for somebody to do something for you when you're not making the effort to do something for yourself.
Philly is my home, even though it's perceived as a bad place. I want to stay here because I know that there could be something that could be done to change it. I guess a lot of violence that goes on in Philly, but the people that are violent for a reason. And I think if we could change that, then we could change Philly.
You gotta love, live, and then die. You gotta love Philly for the fact that it's Philadelphia, it's my hometown, and I love it here. You gotta live in it. I've been brought up here, so I've lived in it for about 18 years now. Has its ups and downs, but what town doesn't?
One thing I really want to say is I'm happy to be here, happy that I'm having fun and everything, so.
Change really is slow, so you can't change it all at once. We have to change it over a period of time, so I think making a documentary is a good start. P. Pride ourselves on our talents. H. Hope is stronger than violence. I. Impossible to keep us down. L. Love is what keeps us around. L. Live life to the fullest. Live it. Y. Yes, our rap is bad, but we'll fix it. See, Philly to me is a place of love, disguised as the ghetto. Change moves slow like a slug. People getting high like stilettos. Everybody has to be hard like metal. We're not, it's the ghetto. Sometimes life is like a bike. You gotta keep pushing the pedal. Change is slow, but Philly will grow, and our cool hearts will melt like snow. The only thing cold about Philly is the weather. We could find love if we just stick together. Mom and dads come home, bring order to the house like court. See, there are bad things about Philly, but really we're just hardening our hearts over things that are silly. And that's it.